Hi, I'm Paris, and whether or not you have the best ninja costume this Halloween, you can still let the best ninja win in a game of Ninja Cards!
Epic Review Guys.
Ninja Cards is a cross between darts and throwing ninja stars. These cards that are a lot like, feel like credit cards actually, made out of plastic, not too sharp on the edge. You take them, throw them, as you would a ninja star, assuming you know how to throw a ninja star, and you try to score points or follow the pattern to win the game. This whole set goes for about $30, and you can find out more about it at the link down below this video. There are 15 throwing cards, 3 different colors, and this board is made of, it's not styrofoam, but it's the sort of thing that people put flower arrangements into. I don't know what that's called. And when you throw something with a sharp edge towards it, it sticks pretty nicely. You can lean the Ninja Cards board against a wall to play. They include an eye hook that you can screw into the top of it and place it on a nail or something on the wall if you want to have it up at your height. Though I think it's a lot safer and less skin puncturing than darts can be. They do warn you, don't throw these at people or animals, and if they break and get a sharp edge, don't use them anymore. That was pretty easy to set up. Attached it to a nail in the wall. I'm ready to start throwing cards. Now I've got to be 7 feet back from this in order to play. Let's see how easy it is to hit it, and let's see what happens when the cards hit the wall. I think I may have missed martial arts class the day they taught us how to throw ninja throwing stars. I assume it's like this or like this. Let's try this. Throw a little harder, I think. Okay, maybe my technique's off. I'll throw it like this. Ooh, they just won't stick. I'm gonna throw really hard. All right. Don't be afraid to draw blood. It's a lesson learned here. Ooh, getting lots of ones. Maybe I can go back to doing it this way now if I throw it just hard enough. Yeah. That one came pretty close to hitting the wall. You can see how far it went into the board. Let's just throw it at the wall and see what happens. Better my wall than your wall, right? I'm gonna try right below the board there. Since there's a textured surface, it helps to hide any damage that might have done, but I actually don't see that it did anything, left any kind of a scrape on the paint. Without any additional practice, I threw 15 one after another at the board. 4 bounced off and landed on the ground, but 11 stuck, so that's pretty good. They do tend to stay. I did notice, however, down below, I now have a good collection of red, yellow, and blue little pieces from the board. Now the Ninja cards look and feel a lot like credit cards, so now I have to take some credit cards and see if I can get them to work here. All right, it's MasterCard versus Visa. Hey! It does work. Okay, we got a Visa card next. And another Visa. That works amazingly well. I don't know why, but it's so much more fun with actual credit cards. And now that I'm in a ninja throwing card mood, I just had to find out whether or not these styrofoam wig heads will also be stuck by these cards. That ought to count for something at the county fair. I think I get points for that. After just playing a few rounds here by myself, you can see the spot where the cards hit, so I do wonder how many rounds this board will last for before too much of the material is crushed. I thought the Ninja Cards game was fun, and it's especially satisfying doing that throwing motion and getting them to stick in the board, especially with credit cards. I think Dave Ramsey ought to consider putting this into his seminars. The downsides are, it's messy. Every time it gets hit, some of those particles come off. They're all over the desk right now. And I think the board will get worn out over time. As you get many, many card hits, it'll be harder for the cards to stick in it. But if you get your $30 worth of fun out of it, having it up at some parties or events, it is fun to play. They do sell a larger board. They do sell additional sets of cards. And they've got a new Ninja Cards 2.0 coming out soon. I'm not sure what changes they're making, but I'm sure they paid attention to some of the negative feedback and will be improving the product. I will link to their website so you can either buy yourself a version 1.0 or find out when the 2.0 is coming out right down below this video. And I think I figured out how Dave Ramsey can use this in his seminar and his debt reduction program. It's $100, $200, $300, $400, and in the center, $500. You throw your credit cards at the board, and whichever amount they stick in, you have to pay that much extra next month to pay them down. See you on the next review.